that title in town. Chicago, Chicago, I'll show you around. I love it, bet your bottom dollar you lose the blues in Chicago, Chicago. Town that Philly Sunday could not shut down. On State Street, back Braid Street, I just want to say they do things they don't do on Broadway. Say they had the time of their life. I saw a man, he danced with his wife in Chicago, my hometown. Chicago, that island town. Chicago, Chicago, I'll show you around. I love it, bet your bottom dollar you lose the blues in Chicago, Chicago. The town that Philly Sunday could not shut down. On State Street, Black Braid Street, I just want to say they do things they don't do on Broadway. Say they had the time of their life. I saw a man, he danced with his wife in Chicago. Chicago, my hometown.
Sophie Tucker used to do that song, and when she did it, she didn't have bongo drums.
No.
And she didn't have cloves. And
Cloves?
Yes.
Is that something like cloves?
No, a clove is a the thing in that you use in Latin American beat. You know, the two little sticks that...
those things that look like skeleton heads that the drummers have that make that wooden noise when you hit them?
Yeah, that would be an
like
description of cloves.
Cloves. That's a clove?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But Sophie Tucker used to sing Chicago with.
Oh, man, I bet she bellowed it out, didn't she?
Yes.
Well, this was all right, though. This wasn't too bad.
And Margaret.
Except I can't imagine anybody twisting to it or doing anything to it.
No, you just have to...
What would you do if you'd waited all night to have the nerve to cut in on something tremendous and dance with it? And just as a slow one ended, you got the nerve and went up and got the dance, boom, here comes Chicago played like that. What would you do?
Well, you that's when you find out if you're a good conversationalist or not.
Oh.
Because you have to make with the talk very fast.
You don't try to dance the song?
No, you don't embarrass yourself.
Oh, I see.
I have this from a music trade magazine that appeared this week. I thought it would be interesting to tell you about because you like folk music and you like
I do.
The hootenanny type of perform. You know, the Limelighters are very popular in the hootenanny circuit.
Okay.
One of their members, his name is Glenn Yarborough, quit the Limelighters. And he had this to say, and before I read you this statement, think of the shots that they show at the audience when the Limelighters are singing. The college girls' faces look all like they're somewhere else. They're thinking of different planets, and they're so taken with this folk music.
Yeah, and they seem to know the words a little, too.
Yeah. He says, I've been bored with folk music for years. And he says, I've been bored with folk music for a long time. He says, the music is all the same. And he says, I didn't feel any satisfaction singing any of the songs that we had to sing. He said, I used this merely to get my teeth into this business. He says, because you know how hard it is to do that. He says, and now that we have arrived, I feel that I have arrived. And so I'm going out and trying to do something more musical than the folk songs that I've had to sing.
So now this guy Yarborough is going to try to become a vocalist.
Yeah, on his own.
I wonder which...
But isn't that I don't think he should have said something like that, do you?
No, you shouldn't disillusion the kids, but you can't disillusion a college kid, though. I mean...
Why?
He still likes folk songs. He doesn't care what they say about it. He really doesn't.
Do they still like... When you travel with the team, do they bring their bongo drums? Vanderbilt team?
No, they used to carry a guitar, but they don't carry it anymore. And the only song they could ever play and ever sang was that High and the Mighty thing when the plane was getting ready to go down near the end of the picture.
Was this a champagne flight?
No, well, on any plane, wherever we go, I mean, at night, that is. You see, you do so much flying at night and in bad weather. This was the only thing they ever hummed or whistled was the High and Mighty.
Oh.
Because everybody, we're always convinced that this is the last leg anyway.
Kind of facetious, isn't it?
Well, that's what they do. This has been passed on from one group of athletes to the next. And maybe it's true in all the college clubs. They're all whistling High and Mighty at midnight as you come out of some little bad airport and you're trying to come home.
And that makes a guy like you, who's a little bit older and over the hill and doesn't appreciate that kind of humor, a little bit leery.
Oh, we all kind of chuckle a little as we eat our box lunch, you know.
Oh, I see. Let me tell you about the Kikiku tribe.
About the what?
The Kikiku tribe.
Oh, don't do that.
It tells the story of the tribal maiden who was sacrificed to the earth in order to bring rain.
They killed her so it would rain?
Yeah. And then this is African mythology. We're talking about this today. Then the warrior came along and removed her from the earth, fed her, and he clothed her, and then announced plans to marry her.
Wait a minute. She was dead and buried.
Yes.
And he said he's going to marry her.
Yeah, Tumba did, yes.
Tumba?
Yes.
Friend of Tarzan's?
I don't know if he knew Tarzan.
Why do you want to read something like this? That's just an old African legend anyway.
Well, when her friends came, he chased them off because they had sacrificed her.
Well,
all they wanted was rain. They didn't care about this maiden.
But they killed her.
Well, they wanted the rain. Then her parents came, and he ran the parents off. He said, some parents, all you wanted was rain. You didn't care for Mika.
No, yeah. Tumba.
Mika's mine. Then they came back saying he could marry the girl, but since the sacrifice was taken back from the earth, he'd have to pay for it. He paid the purchase price, which, by the way, were 3 tusks, and everybody was happy. And do you know what happened?
Oh, boy.
It even rained.
Man, that's thrilling.
Do you like that story?
Well, how about the Hausa tribe tells a story of the cannibal king who, after eating all of his subjects, had no one else to eat. So he began to eat himself. Well, he kept at this for so long that when he finally found someone else to eat, he was too weak and somebody else ate him up.
That's a wonderful
Are we
story.
supposed to believe that? I mean, did they really want us to read?
Well, this is just mythology.
It's what?
It's just mythology.
I've never heard of such a thing. WSM time, 8.5 to 4. Goodman used to play My Old Flame quite a bit, and Helen Forrest used to sing it, didn't he?
Yes.
Didn't she? Didn't he?
That was
Didn't he?
Helen Forrest was a girl singer.
I know. I wonder how old Helen Forrest is now, and Martha Tilton and all those
Lilton,
people.
Martha Tilton. Well, Helen Forrest did a TV show not too long ago, within the past 6 months. And she looked very well. Of course, older than you remember her when she was fronting the Goodman Band, but
she did a tremendous job on a big 12-inch Capitol record many years ago on The Man I Love with the Goodman Orchestra.
Yes.
And this was it's been 20 years now. That was a great job.
You know something? There have been so many girl singers, well, not recently, but the girl singers of 10, 15 years ago, who have taken something from the style of Helen Forrest. I think more, as far as the girl singers go, Ella Fitzgerald and Helen Forrest have contributed more than any other two singers to the styles of girl singers. Dinah Shore, admittedly, took a great deal of the way she wanted to sound from Helen Forrest. Also Ethel Waters, by the way, and Ella Fitzgerald.
I used to like Ethel Waters a lot.
Doris Day admits this, that Helen Forrest... there are certain singers that are looked upon by other singers as being really it. They know how to do the thing right. Dick Haynes was one of these. During the late 40s and during the 40s, Dick Haynes was looked upon as being the finest singer technically, as far as phrasing.
That's right,
breathing.
The musicians thought he was the best, yeah. That's right, I remember that. When do you realize how long ago that was, the late 40s?
Yeah.
That's a long time ago, isn't it?
And the war was over then.
I know it. But the late 40s, that's going way back now, and that's 15 years.
That's right. That's right. We look back to from 1946 on. And this is going back. You have to try hard to remember what happened around 1948, 49.
Well, not if you're active. I mean, you don't, You want to sing another phrase of something?
Yeah, Larry. In fact, I've saved something.
Oh, boy.
For this little set two.
Go ahead. That's all right. I'll play another record if you're going to do that. I don't
all right?
One of those Nashville sound things. I mean, I'll play another record.
This isn't that type at all. This is a little...
Well, you kind of had little ham hands in it, and I just...
That's a little ditty. Little Sir Echo, how do...
Little Sir Echo, how do you do? That's 30 years old.
Well, what's wrong with you? You don't have to jump down my throat just because I'm singing this grand classic.
Little Sir Echo, grand classic?
Yes.
The Grand Canyon. Little Sir Echo.
Little Sir Echo, how do you do?
I've been in a lot of burlesque theaters, and I never heard any piano player play Little Sir Echo. I know that's where you got it.
I know you've been in a lot of burlesque theaters. And I know you've never heard any piano player play Little Sir Echo. All you heard was Night Train.
Go on, Little Sir Echo. Please, don't monkey around with Little Sir Echo.
I'm so lonely and I'm so blue. Now, you two.
Well, why don't you do...
Go ahead. Hello.
Do one of those old flat-foot flugy things
with
or
the
something
Floyd?
Yeah.
No, I don't know that. You do the Echo.
Jeepers Creepers or something, Little Sir Echo.
I sang that on the Waking Crew yesterday.
Or Wishing from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I mean, I can go way back there.
You do Hello.
Or don't be that way, that old Goodman thing.
But this is nice.
In 3 flats,
Or 6 Lessons from Madame Azonga. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I know.
Little Sir Echo, how...
Till somebody loves you, you're nobody till somebody cares. You may be king, you may possess the world and its gold, But gold won't bring you happiness when you're growing old. The world still is the same. You'll never change it. As sure as the stars shine above, you're nobody till somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody to love. Oh, you're nobody, I said you're nobody till somebody loves you. You're nobody till somebody cares. Now you may be king and you may possess all the world and its gold, but gold won't bring you happiness when you're growing old. The world still is the same. You never change it, or honey, try to change it. As sure as the stars shine up above, you're nobody. I said you're nobody till somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody to love, love, love. So get out, get lucky.